Well, boys, I got it. We're sitting in it now. My brand new 2022 Silverado ZR2. Quite the upgrade over the 2018 Colorado ZR2. But to show you how I got the truck back home, where I got it from, and the whole process, let me rewind a little bit, because it was, in fact, a process. These trucks are not easy to come by. So let's travel back in time. Stop. All right, gotta make the drive to the airport and then a quick flight to Detroit and then to Buffalo, New York. Successfully made it to Buffalo, but I gotta find my ride. Get there. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
I'm assuming I'm on the right truck. Yeah.
Good timing. How was your flight?
Things I sound, I actually like have a little YouTube channel,
Yeah,
so I'm just gonna be part of it. No,
I got banks that finance
one very expensive truck is more than enough. I assume GM Financial is going to send me all the stuff in the mail to set up the loan
really
and
good,
all that.
They're really good at making sure you make your payments on time.
No, I'm sure they are. Perfect. No, so we're good to go.
Absolute pleasure, and thank you for riding in with me.
Hey, yeah, thanks for picking me up. Thing is freaking sweet. I just have the long trek home, a little over 5 hours, and I haven't eaten today. I gotta get something to eat. I gotta get like a Monster or something, but we're on the road. I'm excited. I'll get you some more feedback after I've driven it more than a mile. Does this piss anyone else off? This guy is literally right on my ass. I'm going over the speed limit and he's just absolutely riding my bumper. You can hardly even see him in the rear view. Freaking doucher. I hate people. There he goes. Yep, smoke your vape. Good job. All right, I've been driving for a few hours now, about halfway home-ish, so quick pit stop at Sheetz, get some kind of food. I haven't gotten out of this truck in hours, and I definitely need to stretch my legs and pee and get a Monster. Got the essentials, a couple Monsters, meatball sub and fries. Fun fact, if you get 2 foot-long meatball subs at Sheetz and a bucket of fries, they call it a family discount. It's only 10 bucks. Back on the road, gonna try not to make a giant mess in my truck. I didn't really want to eat in here, but I'm starving and it's a long drive. Oh boy, this is gonna be messy and greasy. Well, kudos to Sheetz for giving me 1 ketchup packet, an entire bucket of fries. Also 1 napkin. I guess it is what it is. Cheap food, can't ask for everything. So this is my truck, boys. I'm not gonna go over every single detail. What I will tell you, it is the exact spec that I would have ordered, and I just by happenstance happened to find it at the right time. So if you guys remember, I ordered a truck specific, exactly what I wanted from my local dealership. They said it would be here in 11 weeks, which I thought was bogus from the get-go. And of course I found out I was right. I had been contacting them on and off multiple times, probably about every 2 weeks. Hey, what's the update of my order? What's the status of the truck? Is it being built? What's going on? Every single time their reply was, GM hasn't accepted the order yet. GM wasn't giving out many allocations. So basically what happened is I got an email from GM saying, hey, the ZR2 is available to order. And I was like, oh, of course it is. So I hopped on their website and I saw, oh, there's people who have ZR2s in their inventory. Now, of course, all of them were in transit. They weren't actually arrived at these dealerships. So I started contacting dealership after dealership. Everyone that I found that had one in my spec. It either had to be Glacier Blue, Summit White, and I was considering Desert Sand Metallic. Had to have the technology package, pretty much had to have the multi-flex tailgate, and I wanted a sunroof. Everything else, whatever, didn't care. Well, it turns out there weren't many of those trucks around, and all the ones that were around me were already sold. Even though they were in transit on GM and Chevy's website, they were sold. So I contacted probably about 10 dealerships via phone. Hey, is this truck available? Is this truck available? Is it sold? Are you selling at MSRP? A couple of them were available and they were what I wanted, not selling at MSRP. They were either $5,000 or $10,000 over, and I was like, oh, you're over MSRP? Okay, thanks, click. That's ridiculous. You guys shouldn't be paying extra for a ZR2. So eventually I got in contact with a dealership in Attica, New York, which is called Upstate Chevy. They had this truck that I'm sitting in here. It had a good ETA. It had everything I wanted. It wasn't sold. They were selling at MSRP. I called them up and like, hey, I'll give you the down payment right now. Gave them a down payment. They said the ETA was April 16th, which they said that could, of course, change. It's supposed to be here on the 16th. That got pushed back to the 21st. Then that got pushed back to delayed, basically, no ETA. And that really had me worried because I was like, man, if I get this on the 16th, I'm gonna have like one of the first ones in the country. That didn't happen, but I still got it pretty quick. So it ended up coming today, which is Monday, May 1st. You guys will see this video tomorrow. So Buffalo, New York is nowhere close to me. Attica is very close to Buffalo, New York. So I got on a plane from Harrisburg here in Pennsylvania, no direct flight. So I actually flew over to Detroit and then flew over to Buffalo and then drove about 45 minutes to Attica, went to the dealership. Great group of guys. I'll leave the information in the description. They're very, very honest. They got me in and out of there super quick. They didn't try to push their BS on me like, oh, you need this warranty, you need this protection, you need that. They're like, hey, do you want it? If not, no big deal. So I really appreciated that. Dealerships that I've been to before just push, 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 push. They want to give me all this crap that I don't want. These guys are not like that. Excellent group of guys. If you are in the upstate New York area, check them out for whatever kind of GM product you want. Now, that being said, I'm not going to go over everything about this truck. That's going to be in another video. This is basically just me picking up, getting it home. Now, when I do get home, my girlfriend's gonna check it out because she hasn't seen it yet. So that's gonna kind of lead up to the next video. You guys will kind of see her reaction and she'll drive it and all this, because this was all me by myself. I drove it 6 hours home and I'm just about home now, thankfully. Now I looked at my analytics and a lot of my videos, probably a lot of videos on YouTube in general, no one watches to the end. Well, I'm gonna give you guys a little bonus. You see the box in the truck? That's an upgrade. So I'll let you guys kind of ponder what you think that is. But in addition, I have a whole bunch of parts sitting at my house, which may or not be bigger wheels and tires. So if you guys stay to the end, you get this little bonus content. Otherwise, we'll see you in an upcoming video. We're gonna have one real soon on the ZR2. Have a whole bunch of parts, whole bunch of content for this thing. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you in the next video. All right, to pull it up to the house, let's see what the girlfriend thinks of this outrageously expensive and large truck. Oh, she saw me. And it's incredibly dirty.
This thing is huge.
That's what she said. Just give her help. I'm not sure if she's actually gonna come back for me.